Oh, welcome back to DC Junction. I'm Mike.
And this is Matthew.
The things I wait for us to be doing to hit play.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Welcome back to our weekly DC show. Now, we have been covering like all things Superman and James Gunn for like the last month and a half with good reason. We're taking a slight break this week to talk about absolute DC because y'all love it when we talk about that. We love reading it and we are behind. So we got caught up on all things absolute DC. Before we get into that, there is some light other DC news we're going to get to. But first, I don't get to use this one very often, but breaking news, Matt. You don't even know about this.
No.
This dropped about 5 hours ago from the time we're recording that. We're recording this Wednesday night, August 13th at about 8 p.m. Eastern. So about 5 hours ago, DC announced a new comic book series called Batman Static Beyond. It is a new original story set in the Beyond era with Terry and adult Virgil Hawkins.
Interesting. Okay.
Who we know from like DC animated that's established as he's old. He's a full grown adult at that point. He's like in his 50s. And in the Beyond comics have been like crushing it, and like that greater lore exists. So the writer is going to be Evan Narcisse, and the artist is going to be Nicholas Draper Ivy. Evan Narcisse has done everything from Rise of the Black Panther, Batman Gotham Knights, to being a story consultant on the Insomniac Spider-Man games. So just to drop something there. And then our artist Nicholas Draper Ivy has worked on according to this most recently Static Shadows of Dakota. So he's worked on Static before. This is a character he's established with, and he posted some character designs on his Instagram, which I'm going to show to you now, Matt, for the first time. You haven't I've seen these. I've been drooling over these. I'm going to show these to you now. Now he didn't give he gave a little bit of details on it. He has two original characters here. He didn't give a ton of background on these. He's saving it, for the actual book. But you see this here?
That's awesome.
That's the Static Beyond shutdown suit. Look at that, dude.
That is sleek as all get out.
That's just yes. And then this is his if it'll do the thing, that's his Batman Beyond shutdown suit.
So are they going like farther into the future? So Terry's more of an adult?
Well, at this point,
I'm out on the Beyond stuff.
So at this point in the comics, Terry's an adult. Depending on what canon they're holding to, Bruce Wayne is now dead.
Okay.
Bruce, like at this point, at one point, Matt's younger brother, or Terry's younger brother, Matt, was Batman when Terry went missing. Like we're well into these are like straight up like military greaves, and like with like the belt the thigh holsters and stuff like that. Like that's cool too. Yeah, I also like the take on the mask where it's like, like it's a face shield, not just because I understand like the way it is with the mask with the Beyond. It's like it's his skin. It's kind of weird, is what it is.
It's animation style.
It's the animation style. Now, this is an original character called Beacon. Did not give a ton of details about this. I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of Static sidekick.
Well, if you scroll down, does it say who he is?
It says
son of Rocket and the godson to Virgil
Hawkins, a young aspiring hero who took up the milestone heroes of Dakota, who looks up to the milestone heroes of Dakota of old. Bold, confident, almost too confident to the point of arrogance. I can't say too much about him here just yet.
Okay.
And then our main villain is Melvin Kim, aka Shutdown. A highly intelligent and gifted young man who is somewhat of an outcast in his era. Most of his peers rely on technology and AI to do most of their work. Melvin prides himself on pure human ingenuity. Outside of being an outcast socially, his family is also wrapped up in technology and hardly connect with him. In fact, no one really connects with anyone. After a freak accident causes him to gain the ability to drain power. Melvin sees this an opportunity to wake up humanity from its now lethargic nature, and in his folly, he causes a massive blackout around the world, thinking it will force people to connect with one another. This obviously brings on a lot of problems that our heroes must rectify before it's too late. Batman Static Beyond releases November 12th. According to DC, this is going to run for 6 issues. with a collected edition scheduled for release on August 4th in 2026.
Okay. It's like the thing I've always liked about Static, or I think it's been interesting about Static, is he's kind of like Grifter, where he seems to be the only character that sticks into DC from Milestone. You know,
Was
like
he a Milestone character?
he is. Yes, he's a Milestone.
Okay,
character.
you're gonna.
Like,
I always thought he was just something they cooked up for Kids WB and then made into comic. Okay,
he
so
was a Milestone. So Milestone is
we've talked about Milestone before a couple times on way back when on the show.
Dwayne McDuffie.
Yeah,
who I kept calling Dwayne Turner when we first started this podcast.
So many times.
Yes.
So many times.
He and a bunch of other artists create, I mean, for lack of a better term, like a black superhero emblem, imprint that eventually it was published by DC and that they eventually bring into the DC comics. But honestly, like Static Shock is the one that first hit. Like somehow it was such a cool thing. It was made into a cartoon.
Yeah.
But Milestone eventually went away, but Static Shock has always kind of been around.
Because at that point they started, they were doing like the Kids WB companion comics. I had so many of the Batman, New Adventures of Batman and Robin ones. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So the one about Nightwing's origin, you need to read. It's very good.
Oh, I've read it. I've read it.
The whole collected one that they did from that animated series.
Yeah, where he gets the chest thing and the wings and all that.
Yeah. Isn't that good?
Yeah. Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah.
But so he's just kind of one of these characters that even when Milestone goes away, and then comes back and then goes away, he's always still been around. But
DC was like, we're gonna keep that. Thank you.
Yeah. So the fact that like the first time we've ever seen them in animation is Icon and Rocket were in Young Justice.
Mm-hmm.
So Rocket was part of the team. Icon is in scenes, but you don't ever see. There's a whole slew of like.
Remind me again which one Rocket is.
She just purple costume, big old ponytails.
It's been years. I
mean, she's in it a little bit here and there. It's like second season when they start having all kinds of characters. Icon is in it. He's basically Black Superman, for lack of a better way to say it.
I know who Icon is.
So they all come from
not to be confused with Ion. He also, I will say, the artist Nicholas Draper Ivy answered one question I did catch on Facebook. This is how I found out about this. Was he shared the art on Facebook? Was they asked if like classic characters from Static Shock lore, like Ricky and all his best friend, are going to come back? To which he said yes.
Nice.
Which makes me so because that just again, yay, more new things.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Static Shock is one of those things that I think my daughter was too old.
To
get into it, and none of my kids have grasped it.
Oh, I was right age.
Correct. Or I'm sorry, too young. So I've seen him around, but I think I've watched like 3 episodes of the show. I tried to get Race to watch it, and he kind of got into it. But then once he got into this weird, I don't like superheroes phase that I almost disowned him over, he didn't really keep reading or watching it.
Nobody would have judged you.
But it's cool. It looks cool. Like it looks
one of those shows. Like it was one of those like animated superhero shows that started like retreading the ground of like tackling the real world social issues from a superhero point of view. A la Star Trek TNG or the comic books of old. There's episode about racism, gun violence, things like, they tackle, but also it's also just cool. It's also like just in general, just cool superhero shtick. So that's coming in November. That one, I think I might wait for the trade to come out in August. I don't know. I got to see how behind I am on Batman Beyond, because I know I am a little behind. I want to wait and see how in canon this is going to be. All that to be said, at the time we're recording this, again, we're recording this after 8 p.m. on Wednesday, August 13th. We have learned as of like today for sure that Superman will be dropping on VOD digital this Friday, i.e. today, August 15th. And pre-orders for physical copies are available as well, which means that's them saying, oh yeah, y'all might want to watch this before Peacemaker season 2 starts next week.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me feels like it's fast, but I think all movies nowadays hit it this fast.
It's
like
it's
within
a
a month.
post-COVID box office, man. They've made their money.
Yeah, and I think you're right too in that like it hasn't done what I suspected it was going to do. Was that after Fantastic Four hit, that maybe it would rise back up?
Yeah, I thought so too.
So I think
Not the case. It continued to fall.
Yeah,
I honestly think that's what they were waiting for. I think they were waiting to see that too, because that announcement dropped out. I mean, of course it dropped out of nowhere, but that was like yesterday. Again, we're recording this Wednesday. They announced that Tuesday that it's dropping Friday. Like we're waiting to see how this does one more weekend to see if it goes back up, because Fantastic Four did so bad. Never mind, we went down 2 more spaces. Let's go ahead and get this out there, because a lot of people still maybe didn't get to go see it in theaters. I want to watch it now. Peacemaker season 2 starts next week. And also something to keep in mind is, YouTube reaction content does kind of drive that conversation. And there are YouTube content creators who said, well, we don't want to watch and react to Peacemaker until we've seen Superman. We are not them, by the way. We obviously went and saw Superman, but it's like that is a driving part of the marketing conversation now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I think too, you have, people are still talking about this movie all over the place. Like it's still being brought up, it's still being argued over. So I think maybe they have that moment of like, let's not disappear and come back. Let's just, while we're here, let's do it. Now I think it's odd, but at the same time, like that seems to be
45 days. That is 45 days post-release. That's
Karate Kid Legends was on VOD like the week after it released. So but no, it's I think it's also, for me, thinking about this of like how excited they've been with the momentum it's generated for all DC stuff across the board.
Yeah.
Other versions of the characters, other versions of the stuff. So I feel like that's just like, hey, let's just keep riding this wave. And then like, who knows? I would be very surprised if we don't get a re-release before the end of the year.
Well, it's staying in theaters. That's the thing, is James Gunn has even said on Threads, like you can, like as of Friday, you'll be able to go see it in theaters or at home, because I think there's still a portion. I think there's still a couple countries that hasn't released in yet, which is usually the case with most movies. And also there's been rumors of like additional IMAX re-releases. Because people have been posting online. Mike Kalinowski, formerly of the Movie Trivia Schmodown, posted on Threads the other day. His buddy of his was in town, hadn't seen it. They went to go buy tickets to the theater, and it was still like mostly sold out. Like people are still going to see this movie.
Yeah,
it's like it has been a force of conversation. And I don't know if you've seen them yet, but there are these videos going around, some behind the scenes videos.
Yes, I'm up.
Yeah. Of just like James and David just having that moment on set. And it's like, it's so evident. It's like, Christ, this guy gets it. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm really now excited for what's coming next.
Yeah. Well, with all of that being said, I think, the other thing is that we now know that James Gunn has confirmed he is writing into writing the next chapter in the Super family. We don't know what that is. He said it's not a Superman sequel, but the next chapter in the Super family. I don't know what that means. Could be this. I don't know. This animated crypto thing dropped on YouTube today. I don't know. I haven't know what that is yet, but I kind of want to watch that and see what that's about. But I mean, he's mentioned something else with crypto. It could be more with Krypton. Superman's backstory could be, I don't know, we haven't seen Supergirl yet, so we don't know what else is going on, what could be coming from there.
It could be a team up, like a Brave and the Bold, maybe a Courageous and the Flying.
Stop. It could be anything. I don't know. But so we know that's coming, and then also we know that there's now a decent. I don't have the name in front of me, but is writing a movie called Henchman, which is going to be set in the DCU, but it's not a superhero movie, and likened it akin to something like the Sid the Squid episode of Batman the Animated Series, which that's a good eating episode. You know, we all love a glimpse into the Gotham, the DC underworld. You know, whether it's that episode, whether it's the Rogues bar in Justice League Unlimited, you know, with Flash, things like, you know, we love stuff like that. So I'm down.
I mean, dude, this is the same people who put a Suicide Squad movie out when they hadn't even established any of those people. Like, hey, if you can make it work, cool.
Well, it's also like you're giving us the Henchman, so like you don't even, and we already know from Superman that we're living in a lived-in DC world now, universe now, so you know we can kind of play with that. Let's go ahead and get into the main reason we're here, which is an absolute DC update, because we're behind a couple months. It's been a busy summer, and then Superman came out. So we're going to get caught up a little bit here. I'm going to start off with, just because it's the top of my stack, I'm going to start us off with Absolute Flash. I got a dope variant, by the way, of this.
That is nice.
Isn't that, though? That is done by Haining. I'm not sure. It just is Haining. Doesn't have a first name, so apologies. But yeah, that's cool. What did you think of 9 and 10? Now that we're all caught up here on Absolute Flash, what did you think?
Which one's 10? Is 10 because I'm
not 10. I'm sorry, 4 and 5. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
I think I didn't read 5. Now that I think about it.
Okay, so 4
is when he goes to the boys' club thing, right?
Yeah, 4 ends with him going to the youth center. We get revealed of Dr. Thawne, who is we get her first name. I forget, but it's a female Dr. Thawne. And clearly there's something going on with this Project Olympus, it sounds like. And it ends with, we see that, like, you know, when Grodd broke out, a bunch of their other experiments broke out, and we see name drops of Project Heatwave, Project Wizard, Project Firestorm, and it just says 5 X's. We don't know what those are. So that's what that is, and then issue 5 is about Heatwave.
Okay.
Did you not read 5?
I've not read 5. I think I missed it. Okay, but 4 is really good. Like I really like. I mean, we still haven't revealed the mystery of what happened to Barry Allen as of 4.
Yeah, it's not in 5 either. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So I really am digging this. Like, you know, some of the other ones I've been going in and out of. Flash is one of those that I'm on board with. I like that we're doing Wally West instead of Barry Allen. You know, the idea of, like, he's so young he would end up at some boys club thing, I think is really intriguing, and a great way to introduce.
Iron Heights is like a community instead of a prison or something like that. It's odd. Yeah.
So I really do. I think I talked about it earlier. Is what I'm really enjoying about this Absolute is it truly is like you just grabbed everything and went bloop, and what fell together fell together. Yeah. Just like, so the fact that we've got Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul as a Superman villain, and now you've got, you know, him hanging out with, or Flash hanging out at Iron Heights. Yeah. And you're just like, this is great.
And I feel like Linda is supposed to be somebody. I am not as in depth on Wally West Flash lore. Even though that was Linda's the Flash I was reading in comments. Linda was his romantic interest, I believe. Yes. Right? Yes.
Memory serves. Yes.
Okay.
Iris is Barry's and Linda's his, I think.
Okay. But no, when I was reading Wally, it was kind of towards the end. So
So no, I'm really liking this title. You know, I think we get trapped in the all superheroes are adult, so let's take adult stories. So
Yeah.
the fact that they're letting Wally be this teenager, I think is just really cool.
And I'm enjoying his relationship with Grodd.
Yes.
I like Grodd keeping him grounded and being the thing that gives him focus. Like he just needs that little thing on his shoulder reminding him it's gonna be like good, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Calm down, you're fine.
It's I like it's yeah. And also just, you know, we Captain Cold just continuing to be just the daddiest of daddies. So, but not to spoil too much of issue 5 for you, but I will say what they do with Heatwave is different. My one thing is I'm really going to be interested to see. We're going to need to learn more about Barry's or Wally's powers, because you know, we're not dealing with the Speed Force this time around.
Yeah,
and it's not super clear yet how things get resolved at the end of this book, in a way that's a little frustrating, but I also know that we're still kind of uncovering the overall mystery. So I'm trying not to be too frustrated by it, but it is a little bit like, I'm gonna need someone to make that make sense, because that what I just saw from 1-to-1 doesn't. What?
Yeah.
It's kind of it leaves a big question mark in my head. Yeah. So we'll see. All right. Well, speaking of big question marks, let's go to this batshit crazy stuff right here. Absolute Martian Manhunters 4 and 5. Did you read both of these?
I've read 4. I think I've missed 5.
Okay.
Did they come out today? And that's why I've missed.
I think they came out today, and you missed some, dude.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah,
okay.
I think they came out today, guys. Again, we are getting caught up. So 4 is where we deal with just the sun.
Yes.
Which, you know, relatable right now, I will say, even though this came out like a month ago. But what an interesting, this continues to just elude me. I just don't have a whole lot to say about Absolute Martian Manhunter, because what the fuck is going on in this book, man?
This is one of those where I'm like, I think I'm teetering. I think after I read 5, I have to be like, all right, I'm either in or out. Like, the one thing that I just laughed at, but also like freaked me out, was when he's talking to the wife and like all of her thoughts are written on her face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's creepy. Having been through situations with, you know, exes where you're just not sure where you stand and you wish you could see that, at the same time, like, no, maybe I don't wish I could see that.
And then they literally use like the phrase, like it's written all over her. Everything she's feeling is written all over her face. And you're just like, that's good. That's very good. Well done. But also, how dare you? Yeah. Like, Absolute Martian Manhunter is not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. It's heavy in a lot of different ways. And I will say, issue 5, I don't know if it's going to make you, it's hard to say with this one, whether it's going to make you more or less into it. I really don't know, but just, it continues to open up this world a little bit more of like, yeah, we really don't know what's going on in this part of this world at all. And that's all I really had to say about Absolute Martian Manhunter. And if you've read it, you know why. Now, Absolute Green Lantern. Were you able to, you said you were missing one of yours. Did you ever, were you able to find it? Or
is it number?
We were at 4 and 5.
I think I read 5.
5 ends with, this is great podcasting.
I know.
Let's just say 5 involve the last page involves the word fear.
Yes. Okay.
Then
cool. I guess I'm caught up. Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
Yes.
4 and 5. That's what we got. Oh, this got good. Oh, this got real good. John Stewart it looks like is our Yellow Lantern.
Oh man, yeah. Like this is where, again, you mixing things up and having some fun. Like this is insane.
And just even everything about Abin Sur seemed to be a title, not his
Yes.
name. But I also noticed at one point he seemed like he was praying to these different deities, and one of them he mentioned was Rao, which is the nerd in me knows this. That's the deity that the Kryptonians pray to.
Yeah, it is.
So that just has me just going, I'm sorry, what was that again? No, don't die. No, don't shoot him in the face. No, I have so many questions. But also we know that now we're starting to get caught up with the timelines of everything. Now, the guy that shows up, the douchey, the douchey, less likable Tony Stark that shows up, is he someone I'm supposed to know?
Hammond?
Yeah.
Yes.
Help me.
Oh my gosh, he is. Oh wait, remember the Green Lantern movie?
Yeah.
The Skarsgård guy is playing Hammond.
Oh, that's Parallax. Oh shit. Oh no. See, I would associate Parallax with Hal Jordan. Oh no. Oh,
because I'm trying to think who he is. Hold on. Now I got to do this.
That makes everything about that book. I should have Googled that. Everything about that is hitting me so much differently now. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. I love this book so much, dude. Oh man. Everything with. Did I read this right? Were Joe and Hal married?
That's where I'm a little confused.
Or is that something that's going to be revealed to us later? Like because what Hal was saying and what the person in Joe's memory was saying were 1-to-1. So to me, it's like, is that Hal bringing up something he said to her in the past, or like, is it? I don't know.
Well, because I thought in issue 4, she said something about her ex-girlfriend. So that's why.
That's why I'm wondering if like maybe she left Hal for a woman or something. And I don't know. Again, story's not over yet. Or maybe it was just because maybe it's just the ring is now the source of the power because that's what grabbed onto Abin Sur. I don't know. We'll find out more. Because I thought because I remember that exact same line, but I've talked so much. You talk a little bit about this, man. Holy crap.
I think this is that whole thing of like, if you're going to reboot something, do something different. Don't just, this is our version of Sinestro. This is our version of Parallax. This is our, jumble it up, mix it up. It's what I've always said. As much as I enjoyed some of the Ultimate Marvel comics, it was just, you just updated them. You didn't do anything really different. This is doing different crap across the board. So yeah, having Jon Stewart be the Yellow Lantern is insane. Because then you also got to go like, what's Guy Gardner going to show up as?
Well, because they also have said that, Abin Sur said like those people aren't dead. He's Correct. Like, I've only ended like 3 lives, and then you ended that person's life when you tried to kill me like an idiot. Other than that, I haven't killed anybody. They're just elsewhere, which means what?
So we have what? Black, green, yellow. So we're missing red, blue,
white,
and purple,
orange.
Oh yeah, orange and pink
and purple.
So we've got plenty of others for these people to be if they go that route.
Yeah, and also like we've had the name Roy dropped several times. I'm not convinced that isn't Roy Harper. I'm really not. You know what I mean? Because we've dropped a lot of other. We're starting. Also, I will say, and in these 3 books especially, we're starting to see very loose interweavings of this universe. we're starting to get loose mentions of things from the other stories in each other's stories. Project Olympus comes up a couple different times. Lazarus Corporation comes up in a couple different books.
Which means, our theory of whether they're all together, they are.
Well, and we know from Comic-Con that like a Wonder Woman Batman crossover is coming in this. There's a villains crossover. Like there are, like they said, like crossovers are coming. More titles are coming. Like this isn't just a like. It's like, no, we're going hard with this, and go hard they did. Any other thing else you want to say on Ultimate Green Lantern or Absolute Green Lantern? Okay, I'm gonna pad the bill a little bit. We're gonna talk about Absolute Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Are you get back to our Trinity now? Are you up on 9 and 10?
The one with the axe on the cover is the last one I read.
Okay, so just 9. All right. So I will say 10's a little trippy. 10's a little plot heavy. But it's good, story. It's like I know, but it's tying of threads story, I should say. It's tying up of some threads kind of story. Like, okay, suddenly these things make more sense. Okay, cool. This one's just fun.
Yeah, it was another one of those where I think it's now at a 3 to 1, a 2 to 1. It's like one will be like, ooh, I like this, and then two issues will come out and I'll be like, and then they'll do one. I'm like, okay. So
it reads like a fantasy novel.
Yeah, I think
really
it's weird, but Wonder Woman I think is probably at this point my least favorite. I think it's my least.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it is for me, and that's not for me to say that it's bad. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just the one that it's like, this reads so much better when I'm not having to go month to month with it.
You know what I think? This is one of those things, like this would be a great animated show.
Oh, like, I mean, all of these would, but Absolute Wonder Woman, make that one tomorrow, please.
I think there's things, concepts, when you read a comic, I'm like, I see where, like, I don't hate it. Like, don't get me wrong. This is one of those things that's falling into, I don't know if this is for me or if I'm just not. To me, like, here's a weird one. Like a jet dog battle, or what is it called? A dog fighting battle of jets. You can't do in a comic.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what are you talking about?
You can't do it in a comic because
you're doing a comic.
Yeah, because you're losing the motion without getting into lines. So I think with this, for me personally, the panel of what could be really cool, I'm just not there.
Okay.
But if you made this an animated show or a movie, I would probably be like, this is the coolest thing ever. It's like Lord of the Rings. I can't read those books. I tried once. They're terrible.
No, that's exactly but that's what I mean when I say it reads like a fantasy novel. It's the same thing I said about Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Is it's like it's written like it's written like this big grand epic story, but there is something where it's like in the storytelling that doesn't always connect with the audience. And so for me, it's one of those, I like reading it. Month to month is a little hard because it is a little lore heavy, because honestly it kind of has to be, because we're dealing with a whole other sect of this mythology than we're used to. We know the other side because we've had it for 70 something years. Now we're on this, like, hey, there's a whole other side that we don't even know, and it's like, oh yeah, oh, this is a lot. But I mean, at least just Wonder Woman and a Minotaur fighting fish people.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. More of that. More of that, please. Check out also issue 10 is good. Issue 10 is story, but it's a lot of tying. It's a lot of like connecting of dots, I will say.
I think I'm gonna give it 2 more.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna flip a coin, and we are going to decide which we read next: Absolute Superman or Absolute Batman. All right. You're gonna call it in the air and go.
Batman's next. No. Tails.
It's heads.
We
didn't assign it to anything, so it doesn't matter.
So you get to pick since I lost. How about that?
All right, fine. I'm gonna say we. God, it's really tough because these were both so good.
Let's do Batman first.
Okay, let's do Batman first. All right. So So both of these happened. Did you read both of these?
Yes, I did. I'm totally up on these two.
Oh my god.
Dude, look, let me say this right now. And if this is spoilers, if you have not read the
I'm
current
just gonna, I'm
issue
just,
Absolute Batman,
just boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not caught up at this point, like,
I need a Absolute Batman Killer Croc combo action figure set yesterday.
I want that as a combo in Fortnite immediately. You know what I mean? Like, oh, because we saw that preview of what he was gonna look like got posted on Instagram like ages ago, and everyone was just kind of like, what the absolute fuck is going on with Killer Croc? Never in a million years that I think it was gonna end with Batman riding bareback on it. What the hell?
Dude, it's this whole thing, like,
and what a take on Bane, but please go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I think not in a weird way, but like the two previous, like I like the Dr. Freeze, the Mr. Freeze issue.
Yeah.
But the two before then, I was kind of like,
Here we go. Yeah. What do we
I was starting to go like, okay, this is insane. Having Bane working with Dr. Arkham to do experiments on people and do all kinds of crazy crap to them is amazing. And then just getting into like some of the literal crap Bruce Wayne is doing.
Oh,
like
literally creating weapons with his own piss and shit and teeth.
Oh my, like, wow.
Oh, dude. And we got lore drops for Clayface. We got him for Poison Ivy, and in a little bit of a way, Swamp Thing, but okay. Hugo Strange, Man-Bat, and Kirk Langstrom.
Dude, the Poison Ivy stuff was creepy, especially when he rips the head off and throws it.
Yeah. The Clayface thing, like, and again, we all know I love me some Clayface. That was some nightmare fuel. But let's just talk about Bane for a second in this. Bane's terrifying.
Bane is terrifying.
Bane is terrifying. That first kill in issue 9 when he just goops the dude's head, I needed a minute.
Yeah. Because the problem is that the myth of skill can defeat strength. Usually you're like, okay, I kind of get it.
Yeah, to an extent, yes.
But when you have strength and skill, which Bane has in abundance, and he's like that, and he was originally like that when he first appeared.
Yeah,
it's like
Batman and Robin got this idea where he's a brainless meat sack, and you know, because there was literally, and this was at a point where they were putting out action figures in pairs. And the way you got Batman and Bane was the brain versus brawn pack. And it's like, yeah, I remember even seeing that and asking my mom, like, what does that mean? It's like, well, because Batman's smart and Bane is strong. I'm like, well, Bane's strong. I was 9 and I knew that. Yeah. Or Bane's smart. Bane's smart. Yeah.
So I think that's what can be terrifying about this situation of like the guy you just like, you can't defeat him.
Yeah,
he's a step ahead of you no matter what you're doing. You cannot beat this guy. And that is where you get into terrifying things of like, not only is this guy probably might be a better fighter than me, but he's a hell of a lot stronger than I am.
Yeah.
And he's smarter than me. And I can't get past him. And I can't get over him. If only I had a crocodile buddy that I could ride to fight him. Maybe
with a body length mouth, apparently. That's unsettling as all get out. But also, excellent backstory tie-in. And who did we finally get a returning appearance of?
Batwoman. No, I'm just kidding.
Selena Kyle is back in the equation. And we are finding out that she and Bruce, for a little while, had a little bit of a crime sting operation thingy mabobber going on there. They were straight up doing it on a pile of cash, which who hasn't wanted to at some point, especially with Catwoman, but still. Anyway, we all went to, sorry, Matt and I both went into a fugue state there for a sec. What just that man? Yeah, buddy.
It's
buddy.
Again, and I feel like a broken record, but I'm gonna say it again. When you are able to do different things, but still go like, hey, that's Killer Croc. That's not the Killer Croc we know.
Right.
And the way you've
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, the way you develop Waylon, you feel bad for him at this point. Like, this is Bruce's friend who's been he's been his ride or die almost. And you're like, please, like, we all knew this was going to happen.
Sure.
We didn't know it was going to happen this terrifyingly.
Well, and then you also, right in that exact same sequence, you get, he goes to the Langstrom wing, which is all of these. We see like a bat skeleton in one panel, and you think like, oh, what the fuck? So, but you see in the Langstrom wing all of these deformed animal human creatures begging for help or death or something. We get to the Isley wing, and it's plant human hybrids begging to be released. You get to the just what they call the clay wing, or the KLAI wing. Ha 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 ha. And then you see those. So you see those before we get to before we get to Waylon, and you're thinking like, oh, cool, Batman lore. And you get to Waylon, and you see Waylon's part of this, and then you start to realize, oh, poor Waylon. Oh my God, poor all these other people too. Oh God. It really sinks in hard. Just like, oh, these people are fucking monsters. Not the people that were fighting, but the people who did this to Waylon, and these Arkham and Bane obviously are.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is you have to realize, like, according to their notes, like, Bruce Wayne's been there for a long time.
40,
this isn't like a weekend.
No, Martha was, they give you like 40, it's at least a month and a half.
Yeah.
Like 45. Martha's looking for him.
So I'm wondering what they've done to him.
Well, it looks like they did a lot to him by the end.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see the ramifications of what he has after this.
Yeah.
So,
especially because, I mean, the cover says of issue 9, a new story starts here. Also, interesting to note, Bane seems to be the least changed so far. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All things considered, other than just he's ridiculously huge.
Yeah. Other than that, he was linked to Arkham.
Yeah. But I mean, just characterization wise.
Yeah.
Pretty much a 1-to-1.
No.
Not mad about it. Just
his place in the grand scheme of Batman's story is different.
Yeah.
But as far as timeline wise, but who he is for Batman is about the same.
Couple little things. First of all, did you catch the Dick Grayson drop?
I didn't. I missed it. How did I miss that? Where was that?
Oh my God. I don't know if it's an issue. It's quick. It's quick. It's in issue 9, I think. It's either in issue 9 or 10. When they're talking about the EMTs using rickshaws to deliver bodies, and how they were like, how Batman was just sending so many people to the hospital looking for Waylon. At one point, they talk about EMTs loading bodies onto rickshaws because they ran out of ambulances and shit. And one of them just says, fuck Batman. And the last panel in the bottom corner, it says EMT D Grayson. Which I was like, Grayson saying fuck Batman is so meta for a lot of different ways. I also thought it was interesting that, you know, how Batman's rogues, at least for the time being, are kind of like his crew. They're the Bat family in a way. In a way that I'm kind of digging. What do you think about that?
I'd like it because you also have that moment of like, thus far, Killer Croc's not a villain. So who knows, are they really going to become villains, or are they just going to get powers, and then eventually you get to this point where we can't side with you anymore. You know, does Wayland get to that point where he's like uncontrollable and he's like, all right, go live in the sewer, bye. We can't be friends, you know, and I think that's where you get more into some of the tragedy of it.
Yeah.
But no, I dude, really honestly, this is one of the ones that has been, especially these last 2 issues, have just been like, this is insane.
Last thing I wanted to bring up before we wrap up with Absolute Superman, did I read the pages wrong in issue 9, or does it seem like Pennyworth had a prior relationship with Bane?
It seems like he knew who he was, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah, that wasn't super clear. I don't know if that's going to get revealed more later, but it did seem like he was going over like some information, like he had prior knowledge of who Bane was, and that's why he wasn't talking to him, because he was just kind of like, you're on your own, nothing I can do. I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
All right, let's get to Absolute Superman's 9 and 10. Just slap. Just
it's my favorite, bro.
This is such brilliant writing in so many different ways that I can't even put into words. The interweaving of Superman lore, exterior DC lore, everything else with Absolute DC. I mean, this is I am almost feeling like Raish is not just going to be a Superman big bad. I think Raish might be our Absolute DC big bad,
especially with Brainiac,
at
his disposal. I'm liking it, and I'm liking it. Like, it's so weird to say. I almost wish that the James Gunn Superman movie wasn't good, so that they would maybe make this live action instead.
I dare you, but also I kind of get it,
because like this, I love high tech Superman. I love when they did that in My Adventures of Superman. I love that they're doing it now, because I'm not trying to knock on James Gunn's Superman version. Totally cool.
Love it.
Yeah, but just this idea of like this guy who's an alien who actually has alien stuff. And then once you brought in Darkseid and that he had visions of Apocalypse, because that's the thing is like, you know, keep in mind, Darkseid made this universe. So like the fact that Apocalypse is out there, the new gods have got to be coming soon.
And he said he saw it as a vision of what's coming.
Yeah. So I'm really, really like, because I can't decide whether I want Darkseid to be exactly the same because he would not be different because he's that arrogant, or if Darkseid even rules Apocalypse and it's Orion and they never did the swap.
Well, like you've actually reminded me of something, which is the fact that who we now know as Talia refer to Omega as a god. Yeah. And Omega is so synonymous with everything to do with Darkseid. So like you gotta figure to some degree Darkseid's arrogant shorts wearing ass would drop himself.
He ain't wearing shorts. He's wearing a mini skirt.
Oh, which is
he's wearing a toga at best.
depending on which version you're watching or reading, he is full on wearing shorts. It's but also the Talia twist. Like when they first reveal her face, I was just kind of like, I feel like I'm supposed to know who this is, and I feel bad that I don't. And then the moment she starts stabbing dudes, I was like, oh my god, is she Talia? Is she Talia? Is she Talia? And then the way he keeps calling him his son, now it makes sense. He wants Superman to fill the role that he always wanted Batman to fill in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, this is This is the best. This is the best one, in my opinion. It's there
Oh.
hasn't been an issue of this book that I haven't just been like, this is amazing.
The father box.
Yeah, the father box instead of the mother box.
Just
the moment that thing showed up, I was like, there we are.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, it's I mean, and then like the Lois and Jimmy relationship we're getting, the fact where she's like, they got my name wrong. What do you expect? Reporters are morons. I just the little subtle meta things they're doing where it's so clever and good and just
yeah. This is the one. This is as much as I said Wonder Woman would be better as an animated thing. Make this a cartoon.
I really like, and I don't know if we mentioned this last week. I know we didn't mention it this week, but the first collected editions of the Absolute Trinity runs are coming out either late this year, early next year. Scott Snyder announced it, and I completely forgot I think we completely forgot to cover that at some point. But so those are coming. But in my mind, it's like once you get those trades those collected editions out, you know, if you guys are looking for animated stuff to put out, yeah, I'm just saying these are making y'all some money in comics, which is hard to do, and they're winning you awards. So if you can find a way to get these, but also like do it well, don't do to them what you did to Injustice, because I'll physically fight somebody. And it might be Matt. I don't know. Whoever I can get to first. I just show up, punch you in the face, go back home.
Yeah. Mike, what are you doing here? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So record on Wednesday. See you then. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really, this is, I know it feels like a cop out, but it's like, I don't have anything to say much about this other than it's just really good. If you aren't reading Absolute Superman, if you weren't reading any of the Absolutes, at least read Absolute Superman.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as a guy with a shrine to Batman behind him. Definitely read Absolute Batman for sure. But like Absolute Superman is making moves in ways that I don't think any of us were ready for at all.
No, and it's fantastic. Like this is still my favorite. Had you told me it was going to be my favorite, I would have been like, no, it is my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, I've thought it for so long, and as much as I loved Absolute Batman, and I still do, like Absolute Superman is just like seriously, like I gotta get the names right on this. Aaron Sandoval and Osio Areola. Y'all are just thank you so much. Let us know what you guys think of these. If you're all caught up down in the comments, please, while you're down there, please hit the subscribe button. I need to 500 by the end of the year. Y'all have been great. We are going to react to the first episode of Peacemaker season 2 and put it up here on the channel as soon as I can. Y'all voted for it. Now, we are not committing to the rest of the show. That is going to depend on y'all. Y'all show up for this at first episode, we'll do the rest of the show. That's a lot of work for us because of our situation. But we will make the effort if y'all show up. But if y'all don't show up, we'll see you at the end of the season.
What about you?
But yeah, so that's the plan for Peacemaker. So in lieu of a regular episode next week, we are going to react to Peacemaker's premiere. If we continue to do the series, that will probably replace our weekly episodes until the show is done, just from an Mike and Matt are busy enough as it is standpoint.
Yes.
But also, if that's the case, I don't see anybody complaining about that anytime soon. You know what I mean? Unless something else big drops and we do some other little videos here and there. But anyway, make sure you guys are following us on all the social medias at DC Junction so you can stay caught up on all of that. Follow me on all the social medias at Mr. Mike Shea.
Follow me across all social media at The Hustle Man.
That is going to do it here at DC Junction. We'll see you guys next time there's something DC to talk about.
Bye-bye.